Hey everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica, and on today's video we're doing another Foundation Friday. Before we get started, if you were not aware, I do have my own online clothing boutique. It is niminies.com. The link is in the description bar down below if you're curious. If not, that's okay too. Also, if you like this video while you're watching, go ahead and hit that thumbs up down below. I'd always appreciate that. And if you have any comments, leave those in this comment section below as well. And if you haven't already, you can always hit that subscribe button if you would like to come back and see more content in the future. On today's video, we're going to be using the Tarte Foundcealer Multitasking Foundation. And before I started the camera, I did spray my face down with the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. I also put on the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. And we're going to go ahead and go to the Tarte website. And I do have just a little mini here. Sephora actually sells minis of this foundation, which was great because it gives me an opportunity to try a high-end foundation for less money, which I always am appreciative of. I do have it in the shade 13N, which is Fair Neutral, which is the second highest color. The highest color is 8B Porcelain Beige for very fair skin with pink undertones, and then I have fair skin with neutral undertones. This is the Babassu Foundcealer Skincare Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF. It says the details. The Tarte Babassu Foundcealer Skincare Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 20 is a vegan skincare foundation, aka your total complexion solution. This vegan makeup and skincare hybrid delivers an ultra comfortable, natural radiant finish and medium customizable coverage so you can live your day your way. It helps hydrate and give the appearance of plumper skin while minimizing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Protects skin with SPF 20. Formulated with nourishing super balm, Babassu, essential fatty acids and antioxidants, and lets you live your day your way. You can do a light coverage with fingertips, light to medium coverage. Use their sponge, which I'm not going to do. And then it talks about, statistics and people that, what they like about it and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and use this today. On the right side of my face, I'm going to be using actually a Love is the Foundation brush from IT Cosmetics on the right side of my face. I also have this sponge here, which is an e.l.f. sponge, which I'm loving. It's super, super squishy. I'm going to use that on the left side of my face. So let's go ahead and get this on the face. I also have a concealer to use, but we'll see. I didn't read anything about this being like concealer and foundation, but I thought that's the whole point of it saying like Foundcealer. Maybe it's just, I don't know. It doesn't say, literally says nothing on here. I thought it was supposed to be like a to use as both foundation and concealer, but I'm not seeing that anywhere. So, all right, let's go ahead and I'll get some of this on the back of my hand. Okay, now that I'm seeing it, I almost think I maybe should have gotten the porcelain shade. With Tarte especially. Tarte is on my, annoying list to me. They can have the shade Fair Neutral in different foundations that they put out, and it's a different shade every time. So like I've gotten Fair Neutral in other foundations that they make, and it matches me perfectly. This is Fair Neutral, and you can see, I think, that it's a little bit dark for me. I can never win with Tarte. And I bought this actually, when everything was shut down. All stores were shut down and everything, so it's not like I could even go and do like a test run of a shade. So, all right, I'm going to blend this in with the brush on the right side of my face, the sponge on the left side of my face, and I will be right back. So I'm not getting a lot of coverage. It's definitely light coverage. I don't know. I mean, I tried to build it up a little bit on my cheeks, and it did build up some, but not a lot. I'm actually liking the finish of it. It makes me look very radiant, which is nice right now, but I'm going to be keeping an eye out throughout the day to see if it ends up looking just greasy later. But right now, I actually think it looks pretty. It's not can I say not a third time? It's really, it's light coverage. It's light coverage, but I think it looks nice. Like it hasn't covered this little blemish that's starting on my chin, and I've gone in with a couple of coats of it on my cheeks, and it's just not really covering that. But That's okay. I think it actually looks really pretty. It looks very radiant, which is pretty to me. All right, the time now is 8:17. I'm going to go ahead, throw on the rest of my face, and I will be right back. And we're going to call 8:15 the check-in time. So 8:15, 12:15, 4:15 will be our check-in time today. All right, I will be right back. All right, you guys, it is 8:38, so it took me about 20 minutes to do my makeup. Let's talk about what I put on my face. I did put on some of this Tarte Creaseless Concealer on my under eyes. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. I don't know if I have an eyelash or something, but it's driving me crazy, so I'm a little worried about watery eyes today, because this eye in particular. Anyway, powders. I put a little bit of powder on my face. These are Physicians Formula. This is the mineral face powder. This is the mineral correcting powder, dipped into both. My bronzer is my Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in Tantastic. That is what it looks like, and I just have it on my cheeks. And then my blush is from Tarte. It is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Party. There it is. And then my highlighter is also from Tarte. This is the Amazonian Clay highlighter in Stunner. I love this highlighter. They only have like 3 shades of highlight, and I love it. I have the ABH Brow Definer in Blonde in my brows. I have the Painterly Paint Pot on my lids. I spray my face down with Fix Plus. I have the Tartelette in Bloom palette on my eyes today. I have the shade Charmer all over my lid. I have this one, Smarty Pants, in the crease. I have Firecracker all over the lid as my main shade. I have Leader in the outer corner and on my under eye. And then I have Funny Girl on my inner corner. And then my mascara is the Thrive Cosmetics in the shade Bryn. The liquid lash extensions in the shade Bryn. And then on my lips, I have a Tarte lipstick in the shade Set Sail. It's that shade right there. So that's everything that is on my face. I'm going to zoom you in and we can talk about the foundation. All right, so 20 minutes into wear. I think it looks very radiant, which I am liking. It's a little bit dark for me. I did pull it down my neck, so hopefully it's not too obvious, but with the shirt collar up where it's supposed to be, I don't think it's too obvious. So it is a little bit dark for me. My biggest problem is that it's not giving me a lot of coverage. Not that that's an issue. I do prefer light coverage. I actually probably should have put a little bit of concealer on that blemish that's starting on my chin, but I didn't, and that's okay. I have an eyelash stuck to my lip. Okay. I feel like I'm not getting a lot of coverage on my nose, which is really the only area that's bothering me a lot, is the lack of coverage on my nose. I could have put a little bit of concealer on there. I didn't. I might end up regretting that. My other concern is that this might end up being too dewy by the end of the day. That's my other concern. I think it looks good for the most part everywhere on my face. I think it looks pretty good on my forehead. I think it looks pretty good on my cheeks. Foundation has to be really bad to look bad on my cheeks, let's be honest. My cheeks actually are pretty good. My chin and my upper lip, which is the worst part of my skin on my face, right now I think it looks pretty good. Right now I think it looks pretty good. My biggest concern for this foundation is that by the end of the day I'm going to look like an oil slick. And I'm not super oily. I've actually gotten, as I've aged, my skin has gotten drier and drier. So I'm not super oily, but that is probably my biggest concern, is that I'm going to look like an oil slick by the end of the day. So I will be checking in at about 12:15, and then I'll be checking in again at about 4:15. I will see you all then. All right, you guys, it is midday. 12:42, so I'm about a half an hour late. I was on a phone call with my boss, so that was fun. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and step into the natural lighting and show the foundation to you all, and then I'm gonna step back in the little bit of shadow that I had and take a look at it myself. Let me get my hair out of the way. All right. I have not looked at this yet, so I'm not quite sure what it looks like. It's been a busy day at work today. All right, I'm gonna step back and try not to trip and fall. I have a little step on my porch. So, all right, go ahead and look in my mirror and see what this looks like. It is settling a little bit in my line on my forehead, which isn't terrible. That's pretty standard anymore. That line wasn't there 2 years ago. Anyway. Other than that though, it's actually looking pretty good. Like on my upper lip, I've been having issues with foundations recently on my upper lip. I think it looks pretty good. My chin looks pretty good. It's not cracking up like sometimes. Yeah. Overall, I think this looks pretty good 4 hours in. So, short update because I don't really have much to say because it actually looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go eat some lunch now, and I will check in with you guys again in about 3.5, 4 hours. All right, I'll see you guys then. Bye. All right, everybody, it is 4:18. I am right on time, or a couple minutes late, but there's a reason why I'm ready to get this off. I'm pretty shiny, and the shininess isn't bothering me. Like if it just looked shiny, I wouldn't have a major issue with this, but it's sticky. And every time my hair I don't think the camera's picking it up, but there's literally, it just literally brushes across my face. Hairs stick to it. And that's not all the time. Like well, obviously when I'm not wearing makeup, it doesn't stick to my face. But a lot of other makeups, that doesn't happen. So makeups, foundations, a lot of other foundations that doesn't happen. But with this one, if it just like even, I don't know if that's showing, like even just brushes across my face, it sticks to my face. And that's driving me crazy. It is Transfer City. Every last little bit is it's sticky, it's transferring. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. That's all there is to it. I just don't like it. I think it looks nice though. So let's start there. I think it looks nice. It has faded, but I feel like it has faded fairly gracefully throughout the day. I think it looks pretty good. I don't feel like it's creasing in bad places. It's not showing like every single line on my face. I am a bit shiny, but other than being shiny, I think it looks pretty good for having it on for 8 hours. It's just the stickiness, and then like it starts to get itchy, and that's the thing that's bothering me. If it was just the shininess, it wouldn't bother me as much. But having the fact that my hair sticks to it and then my skin gets itchy, and then that's what's really bothering me, to be fully honest here. It's just quite annoying. But I think it looks nice. So if you don't have, if you don't mind it, feel like your foundation feeling a little sticky, maybe you have short hair. I mean, my mom had short hair. Most of her life she had her hair short. And I'm sure that, something like this probably wouldn't bother her as much. Not that she wore makeup very much at all, but I don't think that, like, maybe if you had short hair and you didn't get, like, stuff stuck to your face, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, for me, it's just that my hair touches it and then it gets itchy and then it's just annoying and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But just talking about the foundation itself, I think it looks pretty still after 8 hours. Is that non-committal enough? Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it. I think it's not bad. And if they have a shade in this, in the mini, because they don't make every shade in mini, if they have a shade in the mini that you want to try, or if you want to try, Sephora's are starting to open up again, and maybe your Sephora has this in the store, it might be worth going and getting a little sample of it to giving it a try. Like I said, it looks pretty. I'm just not loving the feel of it. So that's it for my foundation review of the Tarte Foundcealer. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you would like to be, I appreciate you hitting the subscribe button. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below as well. I love to hear from you all. What do you think of the Tarte Foundcealer? Like I said, I think it looks pretty good, actually. It's not cracked up on my chin, and my upper lip looks pretty good. It's a little shiny, but it's not terrible. I just don't like the stickiness. Just don't like the stickiness. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I do hope to see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye!